Welcome into Taylor Kitchen. Today I am making another recipe from the famous chef Roy Yamaguchi. Chef Yamaguchi has restaurants in Hawaii, and he also has like 30 locations of Roy's throughout the US. So his recipes are very well known, very Asian inspired, Hawaiian inspired, and this recipe is his Kauai shrimp. So Tim and I, when we go to Hawaii, we love the island of Kauai. That's typically where we go, and that's why I identified with this recipe, and I can't wait to share it with you. So I'm gonna start with chili sauce. If you know, you know. We all have had chili sauce. I'm assuming we all have had chili sauce. It's that kind of sticky sweet Asian sauce that you get with a lot of different things. And then I have soy sauce, and I'm using my favorite mushroom soy. Now, if you haven't seen the episode yet where I go to Kauai and my friend Parisa Jade takes me to the farmer's market, and then we go back to her kitchen and we cook her delicious cashew chicken, she introduced me to mushroom soy sauce, and I've never looked back. It's so good, and you can watch that episode on our YouTube channel. This is fish sauce, and I'm using fish Red Boat, which is a really good brand of fish sauce. And then I need a little bit of cilantro, and the recipe calls for lemongrass. Now, I could not find any lemongrass in my local market, so I'm just using a bit of grated lemon zest to give it that citrusy zing that lemongrass would typically have. I'm gonna give this a good mix up. I'm gonna add my shrimp into this. And you can let it go for a little bit longer if you want to give it some time to marinate. I'm going to do this super quick. So, my skillet is raging hot. That's smoking. And this recipe calls for butter. So you know this shrimp is going to be caramelized. It's going to be deep and rich and luxurious. And I'm going to put some butter in the skillet. It's going to start to smoke right away. And so I'm going to work quick. And I'm going to add... We'll swirl this around a little bit. Woo! Oh, wow. And this shrimp is going to get basically blackened and caramelized. Woo! Hey there, if you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us. And give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. We love to hear from you, and it really helps out our channel. Thanks so much, and see you in the next video. All right, these are starting to get really caramelized on one side, and I'm going to flip them over and let them finish. They won't take but a minute on the other side, and all that sauce is really just cooking down and getting sweet and so luscious. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna move these guys to the middle. My heat is on full blast. Sometimes with these electric little things, it's kind of hard to regulate a temperature like when you have a gas flame. But Chef Roy says to add more butter at this point. We're gonna make sure it's smoking, because this shrimp is supposed to be nearly blackened. Can you see me through the smoke coming up from my skillet? I'm gonna plate these up. It smells incredible. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, Chef Roy, there's my shrimp, uses a pickled carrot. And I just did a quick pickle with some rice vinegar. I'm gonna set those on top. And then I like a little cilantro. He uses pohole fern. In Northeast Georgia, we can't find pohole fern. And then fried garlic. I fried slivers of garlic in a little bit of avocado oil, just as a nice crunchy accompaniment to this. All right, let's give one of these a try. This is gorgeous, guys. So gorgeous. I can't wait to dig in. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely fabulous. The flavors that come through here are just sweet and zingy, and still you get that butter, so it's really luxurious. And then the crisp and crunchiness of these little garlic flakes. You can find those in stores already prepared, like already done, and they're almost like dehydrated. But doing it yourself is really easy, and then you have beautifully scented garlic oil after the fact. And I love the little zing of the pickled carrot. That is just a topper for it. That is so good. You have got to give this recipe a try. I'm gonna put the recipe on tkfoodie.com so you can try this. It's super simple, delicious, comes together in a flash, and you're absolutely gonna love it.